Hello all, this is David from Sunward Hobbies. I'm a Canadian. You're probably a Canadian. So despite your financial bind, for some reason you want to get into the hobby. Okay, we won't question you. So in today's video, I'm going to take you on a little tour of our store and show you what you can buy to get started with just $100. Follow me. And we're walking. First things first, we need a model kit. So I'm going to grab this Chaos Space Marines Helldrake, which costs exactly $100. Video's over. Adios. We could get this, but then all we'd have is a model kit and nothing to build or paint it with. So let's try that again, shall we? Well, you can't go wrong with Tamiya in quality or price. So let's go with this 1/35 scale US European Infantry, which costs only $7.99. We've got our very affordable model, so now what are we going to glue it together with? That would be none other than the old tried and trusted Tamiya extra thin cement, which costs just $7.49, which would put our total so far at $15.48. Now we need a paint set, something basic. I'm gonna go with Ammo by Mig's Atom Basic Colors set. That will give you all the primary colors you need to start off. It is going to take a bite out of our budget, as this is $34.99. So that would currently put us at $50.47. And before you even have a chance to correct me on this one, I am very aware that these paints wouldn't go with these guys. These are all just examples, so shut up. So now that we've got some acrylic paint, we're going to need some primer for that. Unfortunately, I can't recommend any of the good ones like Mr. Finishing Surfacer, as that's a little pricey. So we're just going to have to go with some Vallejo primer in 17 milliliter. Now that is the smallest size primer you can get from them. They can go all the way up to 200 milliliter. But for the sake of budgeting, we're going to go with this one. These are $5.49, which would then put our total at $55.96. I need a basket. One basket, free of charge. Cement, paint, primer. What next? Brushes. Now you're going to want a good brush set that covers all the sizes you need, from large areas to very precise parts of your model. So I always recommend the Tamiya basic brush set, only $7.29. You get 3 brushes, a large, a medium, and a fine tipped one. So that would now put us at $63.25. So I've got some paints and some cement in my basket. Now you're probably asking, how do I get the parts off of these sprue trees? Well, that's where a sprue cutter comes in. Normally I would recommend a Tamiya or a God Hand one, but we only have $100 here. So a good affordable sprue cutter would be the Army Painter plastic frame cutter. It's only $17.99, which would then put our basket total at $81.24. On the subject of tools, I'm going to need a hobby knife, something that'll help shave off any unwanted plastic that came from the sprue. So here's a good one. It sells light duty knife, only $5.99. And while I'm here, I could use some tweezers as well. What's a good cheap one? It sells sharp point tweezers, $7.99. So with those two items, that now brings us up to $95.22, almost there. Well, we only have less than $5 left to spend here, and the only thing I can think of left that is important to have is a varnish, something to protect your paint and give you the appropriate finish. So let's go with Vallejo's Gloss Polyurethane Varnish, which is only $4.49. All right, let's bring this all to the register and see how we did. So with everything scanned, we have a subtotal of $99.71. $112.67, you say? Well, I didn't mention anything about taxes. You are in Canada after all. In conclusion, I just showed you how to get started in the hobby without leaving a dent in your savings, depending on your financial situation. I mean, if you've literally only got $100 to spend it on food, please. Anyway, if you want to find out what you can buy yourself for under $100, check out our website, compare our products and prices, and once you're ready, come on down to Sunward Hobbies or purchase online and get whatever you like for under $100. Thank you very much for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on our socials, and until the next one, adios.